Slowly bringing the chin down to the chest and rolling down through the spine. Relaxing the head and pulling up. Raising the arms over the head. Repeat, bringing the chin down to the chest, rolling down through the spine. Relax the neck. Using the abdominals, pulling up. Take a nice deep breath and repeat one more time. Keeping the knees soft, pulling up. Keeping the arms overhead, raise the left arm while sitting into the right hip, getting a stretch in the sides, and change. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. A little faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms upward. Slowly lowering the arms. And change to the back, rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest, and bending forward. Keep the knees soft, and rise. Raising the arms overhead, interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms upward, lowering the arms, and change to the back, opening up the chest, bending the body in half, and pulling up. Step back with the left foot, pressing the heel into the floor. Lift and lower, lift, lower. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Lower the hands to the floor, going into a lunge, keeping the right knee at a 90-degree angle. Lower the left knee and raise the torso, placing the hands on the right knee. And slowly coming back to a standing position and change to the right, pressing the right heel into the floor and lift, lower, lift, lower. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Lowering the hands, going into a lunge. Making sure that the left knee is at a 90-degree angle. Lower the right knee and lift the torso, placing the hands on the left knee. And bring the feet back together, pulling up in the lower belly, roll up, and take a nice deep breath. Let's begin with posture. Stand with your feet about hip distance apart, keeping a lift in the arches. The knees are soft without ever locking them back. Tilting the pelvis forward and dropping the tailbone downward. Release and pull the belly up. Create some space in the waistline by lifting the ribcage. Open the chest by rolling the shoulders back and pressing the shoulder blades towards the center. Keeping the neck nice and long, relaxing the face, take a nice deep breath, and hold your posture. Placing the hands in front of the chest, forming the letter C, facing the palms outward. Make a complete rotation until they are facing inward. Without moving the elbows, repeat. Take it a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Now let's reverse by facing the palms inward and slowly rotating until they are facing outward. Repeat. Try to keep your elbows in place. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake your hands. Relax. Placing the arms by the side. Rotating the left shoulder. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Smooth it out. Take your time. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeating on the other side. And forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Smooth it out. Placing the arms by the sides, we're going to isolate the shoulders. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back. Smooth it out. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will slowly raise the arms, guiding with the elbows and facing the palms outward, slowly descending, leading with the elbows, and open. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse, leading with the elbows, turning the palms inward and crossing the arms. And cross. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To help with the articulation in the hands, we will begin with a stretch. Pulling all the fingers backward, opening up the palm. We get a good stretch in the knuckles. Isolating the knuckles, open the palm, close, open, close, open, close. Slowly caressing the index finger against the thumb, the palm continues to open and close. Repeat, open and close, open and close. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake your hands, take a deep breath. Leading with the elbow, we will raise the left arm, followed by the wrist and the hand. Raising the left arm, leading with the elbow, followed by the wrist and the hand, and descending in the same order. Elbow, wrist, hand, elbow, wrist, hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeating on the right. Lead with the elbow, followed by the wrist and the hand. Elbow, wrist, hand. Taking your time. Maintaining the posture at all times. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now simultaneously, we will repeat the same on the left while doing the opposite on the right. As the left elbow descends, the right rises. As the left elbow rises, the right descends. Take your time. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Placing the arms overhead with the backs of the hand touching. Slowly slide the head towards the left, as if you were to touch your ear to your bicep. And change. Keeping the head horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Placing the hands on the hips, we are slowly going to slide the rib cage towards the left. maintaining the hips in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms by the sides, standing in the correct posture. We will slide the hips side to side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Placing the hands on the hips, we will slowly open the chest, extending the rib cage, and contract. Always isolating the rib cage without moving the elbows. Continue your deep breathing. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we will contract the pelvis, slowly pulling the belly in towards the spine, and release. Repeat, holding this position for a moment, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Stand with your weight on the right leg, and the left leg is pointed for balance. Lifting the hip up towards the rib cage and release. Repeat. Lifting the hip up towards the rib cage and release. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now standing with your weight on the left foot and the right foot is pointed, we will raise the right hip up towards the rib cage and release. Slowly lifting and release. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Take a deep breath, arms at side and relax. Arch the rib cage, lift, contract, and drop. Arch, lift, contract, and drop, making sure that you're not moving the pelvis, only the rib cage. Arch, lift, contract, and drop. Arch, lift, contract, and drop. Smoothing it out to form a circle with your rib cage going upward and down. Lift and drop. Lifting and dropping. Make sure you inhale each time you arch and lift, and exhale each time you contract and drop. Let's take it to the side. Contract and drop. Arch, lift, contract, and drop. Arch, lift, contract, and drop. Arch, lift, contract, and drop. Your feet are in a stationary position. So are your hips. We're moving only the rib cage. Taking it side to side with the same movement. Take it left, lift, contract and drop, and arch, lift, contract, and drop. Up to tempo now. Left and right. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, arms still. Bend the knees slightly, and down, arch, and up. Contract, down, arch, and up. Contract, down, arch, and up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Smoothing all 4 movements into one, forming your pelvic undulation. Contract, down, arch, up. Contract, down, arch, up. Contract, down, arch, up. Contract, down, arch, up. Make sure your feet are slightly apart, twisting. Keep your knees relaxed. We're sending the hip back. Think of your hip going back, twisting forward and back. Right and left. Right, left. Now we're ready to begin the figure 8. Twist, slide the hip out, bring it around, slide to the other side, and bring it around. Slide left, bring the hip around and back, slide right, and bring the hip around and back. Slide, twist back, slide, twist back, slide, twist back. Remember to keep the knees relaxed. The knees will help you glide into the movement. Right and left. Twist, bring it around the back and around the back. Up to tempo, and right and left. Right and left. We're going to take the same twist, this time slide and bring it around forward, lifting the heel. Bring it around forward, lifting the heel, and left side, twist to the back, and right side around, and slide. Take it left and right, lifting the heel of the foot to help you around, and right, left, twisting, sliding, and bringing the hip around, left and right. And left and right, remembering to stay relaxed and pose. Contract, slide, drop, contract, slide out, and drop. Contract, slide, drop, contract, slide, drop. 1, 2, and 3. Lifting the heel when you contract and dropping it when you drop the hip. We're going to smooth it out, mixing all 3 movements. Contract, slide, drop, contract, slide, drop. Making sure you leave the hip out. Ready for the other side. Contract, slide, drop, contract, slide, drop. Make sure your ankles are not rotating and they're still. Your hip is rotating. Your knees are relaxed. And left and right and left and right. And good. Slide out, raise it by contracting, bring it in, and drop. Now the left hip is out, bring it up, in, and drop. Slide out, contract, and drop. Slide out, contract, lifting, and dropping. Lift, and drop. Slide out, lift, and lift, sliding out, lifting, dropping. Making sure that when you smooth out the movement, that you can still see all 3 movements where you are sliding, lifting, contracting, and dropping. And up to tempo, smooth out the figure 8, swaying from right to left, right and left. Notice the ankles and the heels. Lifting, lifting, right and left.
Let's begin by doing hip bumps. Put your weight on the right side and contract your right buttock muscle, pushing your hip out to the side as far as it can go. Make sure to keep the feet flat on the ground. Let's take it on the other side. Let your body weight shift slightly to the side that you're contracting. Lift your rib cage and hold it still. 4, 3, 2, other side, lifting one arm up. Straighten the right leg to help with the contraction, however, still keep a slight bend of the knee to prevent hyperextension. Same thing on the other side. Really push your hip out as far as it can go. Nothing should be moving but your hips. Let's alternate hips, taking it slow. 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right, left. Keep feet rooted to the ground and keep straightening and bending the knees. Keep your abdominals strong and engaged. Let's take it on the right side a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Really squeeze your buttock muscles. Other side. Use your abdominal muscles to keep your center. Let's alternate hips, making it faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice that as you straighten your knee, you still want to keep a slight bend to it. This is especially important when you pick up speed. Let's bring both arms up for variation. Don't be shy, really push those hips out to the side as far as they can go. Four, 3, 2, nice job. Let's lift the right hip back and make a circle forward. As you circle forward, step on the right foot and then push the hip back. 4, 3, 2. Let's take it on the left. Keep the feet parallel and both knees are slightly bent so that you're not hyperextending. 4, 3, 2. Make it faster on the right. Really think about lifting that hip from the back to the front. 4, 3, 2, other side. Keep your feet and knees close together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hips without traveling. 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right, left. This is called the Hagala shimmy. It's a very earthy movement, so really think about connecting to the ground as you step. 4, 3, 2, 1. Make it faster with both hips. 5, 6, 7, 8. Exaggerate bringing the hips forward. Use your abdominal muscles to keep you centered. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's travel with the right hip only at full speed and keep your feet parallel. 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a step as you push the right hip back. 4, 3, 2, other side. Remember to not hyperextend your knees. Always keep them slightly bent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's walk back and do both hips traveling forward. Right, left, right, left. Keep feet and knees close together and upper body lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's walk back, and this time let's take it a bit slower. Lift the hip back to front, creating half a circle to the front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's walk back, this time making it faster. Right, left, left. The accent of the hip goes down towards the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the feet close together, alternate bending and straightening your knees. Make sure to keep your heels rooted into the ground. Keep the upper body nice and still. Let's take it a little bit faster. Let your hips swing to the side as well. Lift the upper torso and keep it still. Engage your abdominal muscles by pulling them towards your spine and drop your tailbone. Let's take it a little bit faster. Keep knees soft so they're not hyperextending. Let's make it even faster. This is called the hip shimmy. Remember to keep engaging your abdominal muscles and not move the upper body. Use the connection between the ground and your feet to give you power. It's important to keep the breath flowing as this helps in the smooth execution of the movement. Nice! Push the right hip out to the side, then lift the left hip up and drop it down. Push, lift, drop, push, lift, drop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's take it a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When you push your hip and when you drop it, the heels remain on the ground. But when you lift your hip, the heel disengages from the ground. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's make it even faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Push, lift, drop, push, lift, drop. This is called the 3/4 shimmy. It involves 3 movements. However, the music only allows for 4, so you hold the 4th beat. 4, 3, 2, good job. Bring the right arm up to the side and push the right shoulder forward, back, forward, back. Relax both shoulders so they're not lifted. 4, 3, 2, other side. Try to only move your left shoulder. Don't move your arm or your hand. 4, 3, 2, other side a little bit faster. Imagine your shoulder is punching something as it comes to the front. 4, 3, 2, other side. Keep the arms nice and long and really concentrate on isolating the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, alternate both shoulders, taking it slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. As you push one shoulder forward, the other one goes back. The hands and elbows should remain facing down. They should not move. Let's take it a little bit faster. Drop the shoulders so they're away from your ears. Take it a little bit faster. This is called a shoulder shimmy. Keep the elbows lifted and the arms soft. Still keep engaging your abdominal muscles so that your lower body won't move. 4, 3, 2, nice job.
Let's begin by learning the hip drop. Place a leg in front of your body with the knee in a closed angle so that it does not open. Slide the torso slightly back. Make sure your back is straight. Lift the arm opposite to the leg working and place the other one diagonally pointing down. Lift and drop the hip. Lift and drop the hip. Slowly at first. Down, up, and down. Let's try double time. Up, down, up, down. Up, 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 up. Accelerate the movement. And without stopping, let's twist the hip. The arm may be placed behind your head as a different frame for the movement. Let's repeat the combination with the opposite leg. Always remember to keep the knee in a closed angle, lifting the opposite arm and placing the other one diagonally pointing to the floor. Let's lift and drop the hip slowly. Lift and drop the hip. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Let's speed it up, making sure to maintain the ribcage position. Faster and stressing the rhythm with the hip and knee bend. The twist comes with a speed and as an option, you can place a hand behind the head. Next, let's try the hip drop with a kick. Keep the same position, arms placed diagonally. Let's lift and drop the hip. Lift and kick. Once again, down, up, and kick. Up, down, up, and kick. Let's try in double time. Up, down, up, kick. Once again, let's speed it up and mark the stress when the hip drops the first time. Down, kick, down, kick, down, kick. Let's try the other leg and hip. Lift one arm and place the arm of the working hip diagonally. Up, down, up, and kick. First, we'll do it slowly to practice the movement. Accelerate. Up, down, up, and front. Remember, the stress is when the hip drops the first time. Now we'll try the hip drop, going around ourselves. First slowly, taking the turn at the same time of the kick. Down, kick, turn, kick. Let's try the other side. Remember to keep the position of the leg and rib cage. And down, pick, down, kick. This is a very soft kick. Speed it up, but only in 4 points. To the front, side, back, and side again. Smooth the movement out and speed it up. Let's switch legs and try turning to the other side with 8 hip drops. Once again. Let's try to take 2 turns every 4 hip drops. The next movement is a variant of the hip drop, and we will call it hip crescent. Lift your hip up and release it to the front and back, always remembering to keep the knees together. Lift the hip to drop it to the front and back. First, slowly, placing your shoulders and arms in the right position. Let's speed it up, stressing the backdrop. Switch hip and repeat the movement. Bend the knee of the base leg and lift the hip. Rotate and drop, making a bridge figure. Once again, but dropping the hip downwards. Up, down to the front, up, and down to the back. In double time, And don't forget to keep your knees together and the foot still. Now, let's try double hip circles with legs open. With spread legs, bend your knees and stretch the arms to second position. Let's create a circle with one hip from the front to the side and back. Front, side, and back. One more time. Reverse. Always making sure to keep your knees bent and making a backward circle with your hip. Let's change the position of the arms. Lifting the arm opposite to the hip, that's working. Smooth the movement out. Let's try and create the circle with the other hip. Once again, but only with 2 circles from side to side. Let's try again, changing the position of the arms, placing them behind your head and speeding up the movement, making 2 circles in each direction. One side, repeat, and another side, repeat. Let's change our position. Let's place one leg in front of us and with one hand behind the head and on the hip, bend the knee of the base leg and start a circle at the back and move to the front. Bend the knee of the base leg, lift the hip and create a circle from the back to the front. Don't forget to keep your knees together. Smooth the movement out and make it continuous. We can change the arms, lifting the arm opposite to the working hip. Let's do it again, bending the knee and moving the hip forward, creating circles. Let's try making 2 circles and a stop. 2 circles and a stop. One more time. Let's try with the other leg and repeat the sequence. Bend the knee of the base leg and lift the hip backwards and drop it at the front. Once again, bend the base knee, loop the hip and press it down. One more time. Smooth the movement out without stopping. Let's change the position of the arms and continue making the circles. From the back to the front. Two circles and a stop. 2 circles and a stop. Once again. One more time. Standing in the same position as in the previous step, we will try to create a reverse circle backwards. The movement starts at the front. From back to front. Remember to keep your knees and legs together. From front to back. Change the position of your arms and try to smooth the movement out. Front, back, front, back. Let's speed it up, making double circles and stop. Back, back, stop. Back, back, stop. Back, back, stop. Switch legs and repeat the movement. From the front, we make a big circle to the back. From front to back. Smooth the movement out and without stopping. Let's try the double circle and stop. Double circle and stop. Let's try a combination of circles to the back and front. Double circle to the back and double circle to the front. Double circle to the back and to the front. We will start by spreading our legs and moving the hips sideways. One more time. Tuck the pelvis and release the back. Tuck the pelvis and release to the back. Let's stress the 4 points: side, front, side, and back. One more time. You want to make sure that the rib cage is always lifted. Let's smooth it out and slowly create a circle with our legs spread. We can change the position of the arms and cross them at the front. Try the reverse, spreading the opposite leg. Press your hip to one side, to the other side. One more time. Pelvis tucked and release to the back. Pelvis tucked and release to the back. Let's smooth the 4 points out. Side, front, side, back. Without stopping. Front and back. Now, let's try half circles, lifting one heel. We will first create a circle along the front and the back, the front and the back. Lift the heel and slide the hip to the opposite side along the front, creating a half circle. Lift the heel, slide the hip along the front, and drop the other heel. One more time. half a circle along the front and close. Smooth it out. Place the arms behind your head, and you want to keep the rib cage always lifted. Front and close. Front and close. Front and close. Let's try with our arms stretched up and parallel. Let's try the circle in the opposite direction. Bend your knees and press the hips sideways along the front. Let's join the 4 points and create the circle. Lift the heel, and when dropping it, we will start rotating the hip, forming half a circle only. Drop the heel and start all over again. Once again, drop your heel, create the circle with your hip, and drop your heel. We'll start the turn around ourselves, releasing the back to the front, back, and close. Front, back, and close. Let's lift our arms and continue the turn. Front, back, front, and back. Lower one arm and speed the movement up. Let's go back to the circle position, bending the knees and pressing the hip to the 4 points. When we get to the back point, we'll bend the knees and sit. Press the hip to the side, front, side, and down. Once again, releasing the rib cage to the front. Change the position of the arms and repeat. You need to close your knees when falling. One more time. Let's speed it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switch sides and repeat the body position with the pelvis tilted and bending the knees. Press the hip to the side, front, side, and back. One more time. And sit. Repeat. Change the position of the arms and repeat. Let's try and repeat it, always remembering that the back is always straight and the head is up. Smooth out and accelerate the movement. One more time. The big circle. Let's press the hip to the 4 points and drop the upper body until it reaches a right angle position looking ahead. Close the legs to finish the movement. Repeat. Spread your arms and legs. Create a circle with the hip and tilt the upper body forward. Cross your arms and make the circle in the opposite direction. Tilting the rib cage forward, finish the circle. Let's open again. Create a circle with the hip, tilt the rib cage and cross the arms. Smooth the movement out while speeding up from side to side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Speed it up. Try in 2 counts, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Let's try the big circle, but bending fully the upper body and slowly lowering the head from side to side, relaxing the neck. One more time. Cross your arms. Spread them as you spread the legs. Create a circle with the hip. Press the rib cage sideways. Release to the back. And cross your arms and close the leg you spread as you finish the circle. Let's try the reverse direction. Spread the other leg. And in the opposite direction, create a circle with your hip. Lower the rib cage. Relax the head and cross your arms as you lift the rib cage. One more time. Spread the leg, create a circle with the hip, release the rib cage, up and close. Let's try doing it without stopping. First in 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bend your knees. Lift one hip and the other one without lifting the heel, just the hip. Tilt the pelvis forward and tuck the belly and pop the belly, releasing to the back. Once again. Lift your hip, tuck the belly, lift the other hip, and release to the back as you pop the belly. One more time. Tuck the belly, lift the hip, and pop the belly. Once again, but smoothing out the 4 points of the movement. Up, in, up, out. Slowly smooth the movement to get the omi. You want to make sure to keep the shoulders and rib cage still. Smooth out. Let's try the other side, lifting the opposite hip. One side, and then the other one. Remember to keep your heel on the floor. Tuck the belly and pop. Tuck and pop. Smoothing the 4 points of the movement. Up, in, up, out. Remember to keep your heels on the floor. Slowly smooth it. With the knees bent at all times. Speed up the movement. We'll now work the half hip circle from side to side with closed and open legs. Let's lift the heel again, closing the knee from side to side and pressing the hip to the other side. Let's start the circle only to one side, front, opposite side, and when finishing, lift the heel. Once again, when dropping the heel, the hip rotates to the opposite side. Speed it up. Once again, one side, the other side. One side to the other. Speed it up. And lift the arms parallelly. Let's try the same technique, but spreading and closing the legs. Spread the legs, create a circle at the front and close the leg. Rotate and close. Rotate and close. The hip only travels along the front. Let's change the arms, behind the head, and follow with the eyes, from one side to the other. Speed it up, and remember the final position. We will now try the rib cage circle. Place your hands on your hips and press the rib cage from side to side. From side to side. Front, back. One more time. Let's mark the 4 points: side, front, side, back. One more time. One last time. Let's change the arm's position, placing it behind the head. Smooth it out and practice a ribcage circle. Side, front, side, and back. One more time. Smooth it out and speed up the movement. The movement is stressed in the front. Let's change position. Place the hands on the hip and change the direction of the circle. Side, front, opposite side, back. One more time. Smooth out the 4 points. Place the hand behind your head and repeat the circle. Up and down. Speed it up and stress the front movement. Slide the hip side to side as much as you can, from side to side. Pelvis tucked and release to the back. Make sure your knees are bent. Let's stress the 4 points. Side, front, side, and back. One more time. Side, front, side, and back. Let's smooth it out, creating hip circles with our legs together. This circle is also stressed at the front. Cross your arms or lift them parallelly as another option.
Now it's time to cool down. Take a deep breath as you lift the arms above your head and down, keeping the hips open and your knees slightly bent, making sure the head is the last thing to roll up. And arms up, melting down, all the way down. Let your head hang, roll up slowly. Good. Head is the last thing. And bringing the shoulders around, both together. Releasing the tension from the shoulders and forward. 2, 3, 4. You're going to take your head and apply just a little bit of pressure to the neck to stretch from side to side. Making sure the shoulders are relaxed while you stretch the neck. Both hands behind your head and stretch, looking down at your feet. Looking up at the ceiling. And reach left, up and over, stretching your left side. Reaching up with the right, looking down at the floor as you stretch. Take it one more time. Reach with the left, up and over, energy in the fingers, and release. Reach right all the way around. And again, look down, feel the stretch on the right side, and breathe. All the way around this time, and all the way down, center, take it left, and center, bringing your feet together, bending the knees right and left. Feet side to side, and we're going to take it down, stretching our shins, hands forward, and again, rolling up slowly, lower back, shoulders, head, and arms above the head. And very good. We hope you've enjoyed our instructional video and that you continue to appreciate the beauty of this art form and enjoy the health benefits of belly dancing.
الكلام على مين؟